Working Dad Chronicles. We back at it. Let's do it.
Glad to have you with us from Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Syracuse Orange and the Purdue Boilermakers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Guys, Coach Fran Brown told me before the game, they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Guys?
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will take the field first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Herrera. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got his man. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first. Fires to the middle. Left side is Everett. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. No score on the board yet as this offense has owned the ball in the first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. Defense all over him.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback signaling to his guys. Scanning the field, it's Herrera. Under pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And how about that drive to start the football game? Like, you want to not give up points? Don't give the other team the football. They held it the whole first quarter. Now they punch it in. They've shortened this game and done the most important thing, put 6 on the board.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Cole. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
The throw to the outside is complete. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking long. Got it inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Caught. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Herrera. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Drop
And the
ball.
offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Straight ahead, it's Betts. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. They'll move the wide receiver. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Wide open downfield. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Play action on 1st down. Makes the grab.
24, what
And
are
the
you
catch
doing?
right into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he made the extra point without problem. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Dropping back, it's Herrera. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. He's going to let it go. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Drops back on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. This time on target. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Boilermakers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And with time running out here in the second quarter, the offense just going to take a knee. Don't want to risk disaster here. Make sure you go to the locker room with the lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the Colorado Buffaloes.
And the Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I checked in with the Orange head coach at halftime. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expected to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Betts. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll give it to him again. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Off play action. Going for 6. Touchdown, Syracuse. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll run it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh,
Wideout ain't react. Freaking
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just
Bringing it back. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Hits inside. It's Betts. Could be an out. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Orange.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to pass, it's Herrera. Can't hang on, it's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun. Zings it complete to the right. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Kinsey. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. To the air, it's Herrera. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Touchdown, Purdue! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he'll bring it back. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. From the gun, it's Betts. Oh, he's got some space. 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cuse. Once he got some room, it was over. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Cole. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Trying to take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Hauls it in. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Gets rid of it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking downfield, it's Herrera. This time it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't
dropping the ball. I can't
It's
do nothing
incomplete
with
and
that.
4th down's coming.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay?
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top.
And he drops it.
Dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. The play fake. Finds his tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their 2nd. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Boilermakers call timeout, and they will have no more. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker. So I
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And he shows up in a big moment. We haven't heard his name much, right, Reese? Like, he hasn't made a bunch of plays, but this offense, when they need it, down the stretch, late in this football game, he makes an enormous play for his team.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Got it. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air, it's Herrera. Finds his man. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Boilermakers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Rolls right. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.